Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another RevEVOLVE webinar series. So, today we talk about the past 90 days outlook and how the 90 days historical data is performed, and based on that, how the revenue manager or general manager, hotel owner should take the prediction of the next 90 days based on the past data, right? So, as we all know that every hotel has access to the data, right? Occupancy, ADR, then market segments, then competitor data, and a lot more. But very few hotels know that how to convert this past data, like how when the event is there, then how the hotel performed, then if you apply any promotional package, then how the hotel is performed. So mostly a few hotels know that how to convert such data into the profitable decision for the future dates, right? So we don't know that what the market demands for in the next future dates, right? But we can get to know by looking at the past dates, like if any of the date in the past we have any demand that surge immediately, right? Then how the hotel should take the pricing decision based on that demand, and what the promotional packages is like working for them, and what discount is working for them, or which market segment has more number of bookings are more. So based on that, you get to know like if in the future any demand dates, like high demand dates, we can say, is performing well or not, right? So over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the RevPAK session that you can see over here. We can see the 90 days outlook, 90 days segment, revenue glance, and RevPAK summary for today in this session. So every revenue manager, general managers, or maybe hotel owners, if you're watching this, you can take the confidently plan for the next 90 days, right? So let's start with the 90 days outlook over here. Here we can see 90 days outlook. So this is our first screen of 90-day outlook, and this is where revenue manager spends most of their time planning everything around, and it gives a complete forward-looking picture of the business on the book, right? So here we have 30 days, then we have all the datas of 60 days, as you can see here, and then we have data for the 90 days, right? So here we immediately see everything like from left to sale. This is on the book, which means how your current hotel is look like, and this is everything related to the pickup. Then we have forecast, then LY and STLY, same time last year, and all the competitors data over here with along with your self property, right? So what is the benefit of this view, like 90 days outlook, and we have split it in why we have split it into the 30, 60, and 90 days. So what happened is, if you want to check it for the next 30 days, like how my past 30 days were there, and based on that, if I want to take the present decision for the next 30 days, then we can here see that, let's say I want to check it for the next weekend, right? So here we have Friday and Saturday. Here we can see that our occupancy is at 84 and 87 percentage, with on the book 106 and 110, right? So here our ADR is right now at 106 and 114. So these are the good numbers for any weekend to look like. Based on this, we can see that our occupancy is getting like higher and higher. So our books are right now 20 left to sale and 16 left to sale for Friday and Saturday. So we can take a pricing opportunity over here, and we can change our bar rate to, let's say, +5 or +$10 based on whatever the market segment which are at the higher position. Here, if you want to see the market segment, you can just click on 106 and you can see which market segment is surging. So here we can clearly see that brand discount is right now at the higher position with the 33 rooms sold right now, right? Along with that, we have the last year, then we can have ADR with the compared to the last year and the revenue. So as we can see that this year compared to the past year, our rooms is at a good position, which is 33, and brand discount, we can see this rate codes are right now higher, and you can see drill down more if you want to see which channel and which are the guests and their arrival date and length of stay also from here. Based on that, you can see which rate code is generating you the more revenue, so you can apply your promotional packages or whatever discount you want for that particular market segment. So that's how this 30 days, similarly 60 day and 90 days were helpful for this type of decision when you should make. Then here we have the average values for the weekday parts and weekend part, right? Then we have all the day of week wise averages, like whatever the next 30 days Sundays look like and what is the Monday look like. Likewise, we have the averages. So here we can see the highest number is 162, which is Tuesday. So we have left to sale 162 for Tuesday, and our rooms sold is mostly on the Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday public is more there for such properties. So, and that's how we can see for that. And then this is the market segment split wise. If you want to see that which brand, which market segment is generating you more revenue, and this is all the variances compared to the last year, right? Likewise, we have the 60 days and 90 days. So in one view you can get every 90-day outlook, and based on this you can take the next future 90 days decision, right? So instead of opening the different reports, everything is available in the one place. So this view allows revenue manager to anticipate demand instead of reacting after business is lost. Then we can jump to the 90 days segment. So this is how the 90-day segment look like. So whatever we see in the 90 days outlook is basically all the data that is right now currently going on about your next 30 days, and this is same, but this is based on the segment part. So here you can see every segment for every date, and what is your on the book is saying and what is your day by day market segment is saying. So here we have all your market segment data. Here we have the transient CY current year and transient LY compared to what is your group booking saying. So here we have number of groups that are coming between, like, let's say 8 July to 23 of July. So we have a lot of numbers on the group booking side. Then we have all the transient booking over here and all the on the books numbers are here. Likewise, we have same for weekday averages and weekend averages. Then we have a 60-day booking where you can clearly see what is your pickup saying and what is your current year versus your last year for the transient and group booking saying. If you want to see group bookings, let's say for 12th of August, you have 40 room books for the group segment. So you can see 40 group books. Your 7-day block pickup is 40. Your 7-day on the books pickup for that date is also 40. So likewise, you can see. Let's see for the small number of groups. From here, you can see your group segment also, like whoever is booking the groups. Then we have for the 90 days, same like for 30 and for the 60 days. So knowing occupancy alone isn't enough. Like, the real question over here is who is filling those rooms. So the report breaks into the transient business, group business, historical comparison, along with the segment ADR, segment revenue, and pickup by segment. So this all are very important to know to break the business and to see which business will work for you the best. So suppose your occupancy is growing, that's good. But if most of the growth are coming from the group segment or the transient booking, then instead of higher the rates from, like, let's say group segment, the profitability should be come by actually decreasing the group segment, right? So this screen helps answer questions like which segment is driving your hotel occupancy, which segment is producing the highest ADR, and are the group blocks replacing the higher rate transient segments or demand, or should we kept another group instead of this group? Remember, you can use the displacement calculator also over here, but from the screen you can also get to know that should we accept the another group booking or kept the inventory for the transient group. So likewise, this insight leads to much smarter inventory allocation. So you can use for this type of screen for the smarter inventory allocations. Then here we have revenue glance. So this is the graph. So what this graph is, the dashboard combines multiple performance indicators into a single interactive chart. Here we can compare the current booking, then the capacity, the forecast occupancy, effective capacity, group rooms, then ADR percentage, occupancy percentage, ADR, competitor pricing. So instead of looking at the numbers row by row, you immediately recognize the patterns. For example, you might have noticed that you can see the occupancy forecast here. OF is the occupancy forecast. So right now, we can see for 1st July, we have 95 is our occupancy forecast, but our OTB is at 94. So the current room book for the first date is at around, let's say, 94 rooms booked for the 1st of July, and our occupancy percentage is at 75, right? So we notice that our capacity is nearly to the full while the competitor rates are continuously climbing. As we can see the ComSet mean and max over here in the last three part. Here we can see the ComSet average, ComSet mean, and ComSet max also, right? So we can see it is continuously climbing. That suggests that additional pricing opportunities, or perhaps the occupancy remains low, but the competitor pricings are dropping, right? So that may indicate the softer market demands where promotional strategies become more appropriate and revenue glance transform the complex revenue data into a easy to understand story. Here you can clearly see all the stories over here, right? Then we within the second, decision makers know like where the attention needed. So that's how this graph is made for. Then here you can select any past or the future months. From here you can select like let's say you want to see for this competitor, then you can see for the particular competitor over here. Then we can see here we can get for the rooms or the rate. If you want to see for the room part, you can select that, and if you want to see for the rate part, you can select that. So you can clearly get to know that what is your price versus what the ComSet average. And if you want to see for the room part, then you can see everything that is related to the group, like the forecast, OTB, capacity, the effective available capacity, and everything, right? Okay, then we'll move to the RevPAK summary, where you can see like this is an executive overview. So it brings together all the important insight that we have see earlier in this video. So we can see all the important insight into the one consolidated summary for a quick decision, right? So you do not need to open every tab, right? Instead of analyzing dozen of reports individually, the leadership gets a concise snapshot covering. So here you can get a booking pace, pickup performance, annual summary. Then you can see the transient summary, forecast summary. You can get the heat map of the pickup also. Then all the 90 days outlook values. Then we have all 60 days, 30 days, and 90 days splitwise. And along with that, market segments, right? So here you can get everything. So this makes daily revenue meetings faster, more focused, and entirely data driven. So you do not need to switch on the tabs. Whether you are a revenue manager, general manager, or hotel owner, director of sale, everyone works for the same source of truth, right? So that's how this RevPAK summary is useful. You can also email, if you want to email this to anyone, to any colleagues or a team member. You can directly email to them this whole part. So every meeting should have a lot of data driven side, and all the action you should take based on the past data to the future ones, right? Yeah, that's it for today's session. If you want to see your hotel data to the RevEVOLVE lens, through RevEVOLVE lens, then please visit www.revevolve.ai and schedule your demo today. See you in the another session.